All right. Hi, everybody. We are live. So my name is Janine Bravo, and Michelle and Veronica and myself are extremely excited to have you on this call. So something brought you guys here today, something that inside of you wants to change, whether it's to lose weight, maybe get your body back after having a baby, make some extra income, spark up relationships in your life, or basically you feel a little lost, a little unfulfilled, and you see all of our posts being so inspiring and you yourself want to figure out, if maybe you can change your own life. And I want to tell you that yes, you can change your life, and this business is an amazing opportunity for you to do so. I want you to think of this webinar as a job interview where you at the end of this can decide if you want this job. The job is yours. The three of us will love to have you on our team. So this is basically for you to decide if you want to join our team. Beachbody is not a get rich, make a quick buck kind of business. This is a real legit business where we work hard, we stay consistent, and what we put into this, we will get out of it. And that's the beauty of the business, being consistent and having a team where you are motivated to continue going. So our team is called Team Diesel Core, and we're basically a bunch of people who just wanted a change in their own lives. And by doing so, we realized that we needed to pay it forward and change the lives of others, whoever we can. And so that's what we do. So today we're going to talk about who we are, what we do, and how we earn. But before we get into the meat of the call, I just want to let you guys in on, my life and a little bit of who I am. So I'm actually a newlywed. I'm coming up to a year of being married, but my husband and I have actually been together for 8 years. And although we've been together for so long, this year has been full of changes, full of adjusting for me. It's been an interesting ride, to say the least, because not only am I going from living with my mom to now being someone's wife to now having more responsibilities in that aspect, but I actually just recently quit my job as a behavioral therapist for children with autism to pursue the coaching full time. So, I became someone's wife, and then I became a business owner and a stay-at-home business owner. So, to say that this year has been an amazing ride is, to say the least for that. But, so I wanted to tell you guys how I started with Beachbody. And to be honest, I actually started with Beachbody solely for the fitness purpose. So when my husband proposed to me 2 years ago, I was about 230 pounds. And I knew from that moment that I did not want to walk down the aisle, not only looking the way I was, but feeling the way I was. Most importantly, how I felt. I remember thinking, instead of being so happy, so excited that I'm about to embark on this new journey with the love of my life, here I am thinking about how I'm going to look. And that's when I realized that I needed to make a change, and I needed to make a change the right way. Don't get me wrong, guys. I've tried to lose weight before. I've tried a lot of fad diets, but nothing has ever been consistent. They work, but then that's it. I go back, I get off of them, and I gain all the weight back. So I met my coach, Monica. She is now my mentor and an amazing friend of mine. And she's the one who told me about the 21-day fix. So I said, why not? I'm going to give it a shot. 5 months later, I'm down 50 pounds. And it was as if it was effortless at first. Yeah, there were times where it was hard. A weight loss journey is extremely difficult, but because I had the right formula, because I had the right meal plan, I had the 30-minute exercises, and I had my daily Shakeology, it sort of felt like the fat kind of melted off. And that was when I started to slowly realize, how much of an impact I could have on someone else's life, because how much of an impact Monica had on my life. So I'm still going about doing my thing, just kind of working on myself. I submitted my results because I submitted my results because Beachbody actually gives you a free t-shirt if you submit your before and afters. And I really wanted that shirt. So I submitted it, not thinking anything, waiting for my shirt to come in. And instead, I got a phone call. I got a phone call from corporate saying, that they loved my results. They wanted to make sure that I did it solely on the 21-day fix and drinking Shakeology. And, when I said yes, they were like, great, we want to fly you out to LA so you could be on the infomercial. So that was a really cool experience. And if you guys are up late at night, go ahead and look for me. I'm a little bit in the beginning. If you close your eyes, you might miss me. But hey, the experience I'll never change for anything in this world. So that was when I really started to see how precious the business side of coaching was. All I did, all I did was focus on myself. I focused on my health, on my priority, on Janine. And in return, what I did was I inspired so many others to start their own healthy journey. And when I realized that, it completely changed the way I felt about this business and basically the way I felt about my life, which is why I decided to pursue this as a full-time business. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Michelle. She's going to go ahead and talk to us about who we are.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Michelle. I'm 30 years old and I'm from Miami, Florida. I joined Beachbody in November of 2015, so it's been a short amount of time. But in this short amount of time, I've actually gained so much confidence and such a drive for this business. I've always really struggled with my weight. I've always kind of yo-yoed up and down. And it was really probably in the last 2 years of high school where I gained the majority of my weight. And a lot of it came from when I was 16, I developed a blood clot in my leg, which led me to be hospitalized. And after about a week in the hospital, I was diagnosed with a blood clotting condition called antiphospholipid syndrome. And basically this meant that I would have to be on blood thinners for the rest of my life in order to prevent blood clots from forming. And because there is no cure for antiphospholipid syndrome, this was basically the only way. So after that, I kind of just gave up on being active, and I wasn't really concerned about what I was eating or when I was eating, and I was just trying to be a normal teenager and enjoy the last 2 years of high school. So when I graduated high school, it was no surprise that I was at my heaviest that I had ever been. And I was extremely unhappy, and I didn't like what I saw when I looked in a mirror or tried on clothes. So that's when I decided to go on a mission to lose as much weight as I could. And nothing was off the table. I was willing to try anything and everything. And as you can imagine, I was basically trying to lose weight the most unhealthy way. I was just having days where I wasn't eating properly or enough. I was drinking a lot of water to keep from feeling hungry. And I was going to sleep pretty much starving and working out to the point of exhaustion. And yeah, at the end of all this ordeal, I did lose some weight. And for some time I felt fine, and I kept off the little weight that I did lose. I did manage to keep it off until around my 20s, where I basically kind of just took that back seat again, where I wanted to just eat whatever I wanted and do whatever I wanted. And I wasn't too concerned with being active. And throughout the years, I kept trying to find different diets, different workout plans, different programs. I tried them all. You probably can think of them, and I probably tried it. And nothing worked for me. I wasn't losing weight. I was also focused on probably an ideal image that just wasn't a reality at the time. And I kind of had just pretty much given up on being fit until about last year when I was 29. I hadn't been feeling good, and my doctor at that point sat me down and told me that I was well on my way to being placed on blood pressure medication permanently. And that's when it dawned on me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to be 30 and I'm going to be on blood pressure medication and blood thinners. And that's just not something I had ever envisioned for myself when I thought of when I was going to be 30. So that's when I knew I had to make a change, and I had to make a change now, because there was nothing was going to fall from the sky. I wasn't magically going to get, a fairy godmother who was going to fix me and make me skinny. I knew I was going to have to work for it. So in October of 2015, 2 months after I turned 30, I went ahead and I reached out to Janine, who I actually had been following her journey. And I was able to see the amazing results that she had had with Beachbody. And when I reached out to her, not only did she basically tell me about the programs and how well they worked for her, but she also, at that point, explained to me the financial opportunities that come with Beachbody that, to be honest, I was unaware of. And, of course, at first I was a little bit hesitant, but after seeing her story and seeing how far she had come, I was motivated and I was like, you know what? That's it. I want to lose weight and I want to be a Beachbody coach. So that's why in November 2015, when I signed up with Janine, I didn't just sign on to start my health journey. I signed on to be a coach at the same time. And a lot of people have asked me, why would you become a coach when you hadn't even reached your ideal goal weight or goal physique? And to that I have to say, why not? Why not be a coach while you're on your journey? Because this is the perfect way to show people through your struggle, through your workouts, through your nutrition, that these programs do work, these products do work, and you're the result of it. So I think, why not be a coach and be on your journey? The reality of it is, I think a lot of people have a misconception that you have to be a personal trainer to be good at this. And to be honest, to be fair, I actually thought that for some time. I was like, this isn't going to happen. You have to be into fitness. And I quickly learned how not true that is. And that isn't an actual fact, because on this team alone, we have police officers, teachers, doctors, account managers, anything. The list can just go on. And we're all working to succeed in our businesses. And no one is going to be better than the other, because if when you join, a police officer joins and a personal trainer joins and a stay-at-home mom joins, guess what? You have the same opportunity to be successful as the police officer, the personal trainer, and the stay-at-home mom. Because in this business, it's all about effort and dedication and ambition. So the more you put into it, the more you will get out of it. And that's the reality of it. There is no specific person set out for this opportunity. This opportunity is for you. It's for everyone. There's no specific person. So it's about how much work and dedication you're going to put into it, and you're going to get the same thing back. Because at the end of the day, that's what being a coach is about. It's about helping people and about having that drive. And as long as you have that, you can be a coach. So I just get a lot of people who ask that, and that's my response all the time. If you feel that you want to get fit and you want to help people, then you know what? Being a coach is for you. It absolutely is. And basically, I have no regrets since I joined. I'm very happy, and I am every day I wake up and I'm excited to, see my results, and I'm excited to continue working on my business to see where it takes me, because from what I've seen, it can take you very far. So with that being said, we're going to turn it over to Janine, who's going to talk about what it is that we do as a Beachbody coach.
All right, guys. Hi again. So I basically just wanted to give you a little bit of information on what exactly it is that we do. I know most of you probably see us posting about a challenge group, or for example, today, a business webinar, or basically anything. And you're probably wondering what really is that? What really do they do? And so this is basically what we do, is we hold people accountable to not only their fitness goal, but to their business goals. We are your cheerleaders. We are the person that is going to make this journey, this hard journey, that much more enjoyable. We go together. You and I will run together. If that's what you need from us, that's what we will do. And so, we work as a team to figure out whatever goal you want to accomplish is. And it's not just, you get thrown into our private group and you, go ahead and fend for yourself. All of us are in there, and the group is to motivate each other and to help keep us accountable for however length of whatever program it is that we're doing. And we also realize that along with our fitness groups, we also have been doing personal development groups, because we've realized that how important it is to not only exercise your body, but to exercise your mind. This journey is a wonderful thing when you get to the finish line, but during it can be difficult, and not only for your fitness, but for the business part. And this is when we realize how important it is to kind of keep that mindset right. And that is why being on a team is so important. And that's why being a coach for yourself and for other people is so important, because, when the mind is right, everything else falls into place. And, so we also have these awesome events called Super Saturday. It happens quarterly, so about 4 times a year. And it is like nothing, I'm pretty sure it is like nothing you've ever experienced. There are times where we've had a group of 600, 700, even 1,000 people in a room listening to success stories of fitness success stories, listening to business success stories, listening to stories where people have gone from being an alcoholic and have completely changed their life and now changing the lives of so many other people. Not only do we get to listen to all of these kind of stories, but then at the end we get to work out. And lucky enough for us, we've actually had some live trainers come and work us out. So many of you are most likely are familiar with the 21-Day Fix. Autumn Calabrese, who is the creator and the trainer of that program, she has come to Miami twice to work us out. And if you've heard of a program called Body Piece or Hammer and Chisel, where Autumn is also in that program, but Sagi Kalev has also come to work us out. They have come, they're on stage, and there are about 1,000 people working out to them. It is the most insane and amazing experience you probably will ever see. Just a group of like-minded individuals just trying to live a positive life, creating a beautiful life for themselves and for the others that come into contact with them. So it's definitely an event you do not want to miss. And Beachbody also gives us an opportunity to earn free vacations. So this part, when I found this part out, guys, this was pretty interesting because they actually let you earn a trip, a free trip. For example, we're going on one on this Saturday. We're going on a cruise, a chartered Beachbody cruise. So only Beachbody coaches and their guests get to come on this cruise. And it's just to celebrate our success. It's to celebrate all the hard work we have put into not only ourselves, but the people, the lives that we're changing, the thousands of lives that we've all touched. And we're basically just going to go on this 5-day cruise and enjoy it, because we've decided to put ourselves aside and help other people. And, when I found this part out, I thought this is the most amazing thing I've ever been on. This Saturday is actually my very first cruise that I'll be with Beachbody. So I'm pretty excited about that. But that's not all. We actually also have another event called Summit. And this happens once a year. And this is also a vacation that you can earn. But this one is a little bit more geared to training. And so I know what you guys are probably thinking. They're probably training us, how do you sell more? How do you make sure somebody is buying the most that they can buy from you so you can earn the most? And I've got to tell you guys that is not true. Summit is a place where the leaders teach us how to be good people. They teach us how to genuinely care about the lives of the people that we are trying to change. And it, talks about, like I said, not only the body, but the mind and the spirit. And, that is an event that I will never miss. I went to my very first one last year, and I will never, ever miss an event, a summit event, because that changed my life and it changed my business. Before I wrap it up and I head over to Veronica, I just want to say that a little interesting fact. Beachbody actually was very successful selling their very first program, P90, Tony Horan. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. And they realized that it was just flying. People just kept buying and buying and buying. However, nobody was actually completing the program. They weren't getting great results. They weren't being successful in the actual program. And like I said, Beachbody is not a get-rich kind of business. It's not in it to make a quick buck. So when our CEO, Carl Deichler, found this out, he said he needed to change something. He needed to do something to make sure, yes, not only that people buy the program, but that they finish it and that they feel accomplished. And that is when he decided to create Team Beachbody. He decided to create coaches and have people, they themselves who are product of the product, they themselves who have finished this program and have changed their own life, are now able to hold other people accountable and be able to help other people change their life. And so I just wanted to give you guys that little fact. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Veronica so we can talk about how we earn.
All right. Thank you, Janine. That was awesome. Okay, so I want to introduce myself. My name is Veronica Gajardo Cavalcante, and I have two beautiful children and a husband. And okay, so my Beachbody story is a little different. A lot of you guys may know who my sister is. It's Monica Lopez. And for a long time, a really long time, I was that skeptical person. I was that person that watched afar and sat back and said, oh, that's not for me. And, I'm not a salesperson, and, that's some scheme, and, that doesn't work. That's that those infomercial, stuff you see on TV that really doesn't, work. And those people are fake and that's photoshopped. And I'm telling you, it's not true, because my sister was one of them. So, I sat back for a really long time. And when I say a long time, it was almost 5 years that I literally just watched my sister. And it wasn't that I didn't believe in the products, because they worked and I loved the products and I had great results. I mean, I was a Shailene Turbo Fire girl and I loved it and I had great results. And I loved Shakeology. So I would, by supporting her, I would, buy my Shakeology and stuff, but I would never, ever, ever was interested, not one bit, into the business aspect of it. So it took a long time, and finally, little by little, my sister was saying, oh, I made this, I made that, I'm doing diamond, I'm doing this, and I didn't get all that jibber jabber, and I didn't care to understand it. It didn't interest me at the time. And so one day she invited me to her 5-star diamond party, because she had hit 5-star. So we went to her 5-star diamond party. She invited me. I don't even know why. I mean, she invited me because I guess, I'm her sister. And I will never forget. I literally sat back like a shadow, and I was just intaking the atmosphere and the vibe and the people, and listening to how, my sister helped, she wasn't a salesperson, how she literally helped Janine, and how she helped other coaches like Bridget, like get out of debt, where Bridget got into such bad debt that she had to move in with her in-laws. And then she turned around and she was able to buy her own place. So all these crazy stories and crying, and it was just an emotional roller coaster that I literally walked home. I mean, literally walked home, because I'm like 1 block away from her. I literally walked home and I was speechless. I had nothing to say. And I just remember thinking to myself, my goodness, my sister is not a salesperson like I assumed she was. She is genuinely helping other people. She is genuinely changing people's lives for the better. And there was ignorant people like me that automatically, said, oh, I'm not into that, and was super skeptical and was like, oh, that's that pyramid scheme. And it was my ignorant mind that blocked me from being open-minded and really intaking and seeing what it is. So with that being said, I called her up. I said, you know what, Mo, that's it. I'm not even going to dip my toes into the business. I am diving full force. And so I asked her, what do I do? Tell me what to do. And so she told me to join the push, and I did. So any of you guys hear about the push, join it. It is amazing, and that is the best way to boost your business. So I did. I joined the push, and within 6 weeks, I became a diamond. So it was amazing. I went to Summit last year for my first year with Janine, and oh my goodness, like goosebumps. I had goosebumps. And it's so true. This business is not about sell at all. It's about being a better person within, and literally finding your inner strength to actually blossom. And it was amazing. It really was. So how do we earn? That's the big question that everybody has. And I'm going to warn you again. If you are in this solely for the money, I'm sorry, this is not the business for you. You have to literally like the products. You have to believe in the products. So, first thing, complete a challenge. Get involved and complete a challenge and see if this product is for you. And once you see that it is for you, because if you really implement it the correct way, it will be for you, you then dive into the business aspect. So the one way that we earn, which is the most common way that the way that people really understand, is what we call commission. So we receive a 25% commission off of everything that you sell, except for challenge packs. So in challenge packs are basically, a lot of you guys probably already know what a challenge pack is, but for those of you that do not know what a challenge pack is, it is basically a bundle of your program and your Shakeology combined, and you'll get like ultimate savings. You can save up to like $70 when you combine them versus buying them separately. So you in challenge packs, when you sell a challenge pack, which is literally this perfect formula for ultimate results, you receive 30% discount. Okay, so on regular anything else 25%, challenge packs you receive 30% discount. Then there's also what we call residual income, which is what I like, and that is probably the hardest thing to get and to build, but it is the most gratifying and the best way to build income. Is called residual income. And residual income is literally the income you make while sleeping. So although you'll be making money as you're sleeping, it does not happen overnight. So it does take time. But residual income is basically it is your left leg and your right leg, okay, and you have all this team below you, and you guys, the PV points is what we call it, the team volume is what we call it, they kind of trickle up, and then you get to cash out what we call team cycle bonuses. So we get paid every Thursday. So on Thursday, depending on how many times you cycle, is how much money you make, how much you and your team have created and built. And mind you, although you got placed here, there are people above you, coaches, uplines, I mean, it goes super far, are placing below you and helping in building your team, your empire. So just to give you an idea, let's say you cycle, because you could cycle, 100 times, let's just say you cycle 5 times in a week, and you're a diamond, that's $90 a week, just in team cycle bonuses, just in what you and your team has built together. So you have what we call your left leg and right leg, right? And so I guess this is that pyramid, scheme idea that people seem to think of. So although it looks like a triangle, it looks like a pyramid, it's not. Pyramid schemes are illegal. So it does not exist. So you have your left leg, your right leg. So the way you cash out is for every 100 to 200 or 100 to 200 points, you cycle out. So it's a lot to intake. I promise you're not going to understand the way we make money right off the bat. And this call is not going to be the call that's going to inform you on every bit on how to make your money, how to make money in this business. It takes time. I still am learning. I'm still learning on different things on how to, I'm sure we all are. And sometimes we look at our back office and are like, how did that money get here? And then you have to call your upline and say, okay, explain this to me, because I really don't know how I got $60, And so it's a learning process. It will take time, but I promise you, as the time goes, it gets easier and easier and easier. So with that also being said, it also depends on your rank. So you have what's called ranks. We have emerald, ruby, and diamond. And depending on your rank is how much you cash out in your team cycle bonuses. So for instance, an emerald gets $14, a ruby $16, a diamond $18. Like I said, $18, 5 cycles in a week, that's $90. And then quarterly bonus. This is my favorite because Beachbody, they are such an amazing company that they literally put aside 10% of their income. Mind you, they are a multi-million-dollar company and still rapidly growing. And they put aside 10% of their income, of what the company makes, and then they give it to all the 2-star diamonds and above. They literally they give you guys what's called bonuses, quarterly bonuses, and they disperse them not equally. They disperse them based on your rank every quarterly. So I'll give you an example, and granted, this is a little far-fetched, not for now, but it can happen, and it will happen if you literally take this serious. A 15-star diamond every quarterly receives anywhere from like $40,000 to $55,000 quarterly bonus checks. I mean, that's okay, like seriously. And even a 2-star diamond, I mean, they make anywhere from like $700 to $1,500. Hello, I would like a quarterly bonus check of $1,500 or $1,000. I mean, that would be nice. Who wouldn't? And I'm sure the job that you're in now won't do that for you. So the potential is here. It is here. This is, if you are in a financial rut and you are not happy with where you are, this is a solution. So let's not also forget, if you're sitting back and you're thinking to yourself, this is not who I am. I am not a salesperson, how I thought, ignorance. But let's say you're just thinking, I'm not going to sell anything. I'm just focusing on myself, and I just really want to be a better person first before I can, coach others, which is completely understandable. Then become a coach and be what's called a discount coach. At least take advantage of the fact that you will get 25% discount off of everything. So that Shakeology that you love so much that you even buy shirts of it, that Shakeology that you love so much, instead of it being $130, why not be $99? So take advantage that you can get a discount just for being a coach. Just because you sign up as a coach does not mean now you have to make a certain quota or you have to sell a certain amount. It does not work that way at all. So, like Janine has said, we are part of Team Diesel Core, which was made by my sister and my mother, and they branched off of Diesel Nation. So we are still a part of Diesel Nation, but we are what's called Team Diesel Core. And so if you are interested, if this is something that you think that you really want to get to know, and even if it's just if you want to be a better person, I mean, what this company has done to my relationship alone, I'm forever grateful to them. I mean, literally, me and my husband are literally happier than we've ever been, and it's really exciting. So I encourage everybody, reach out to your upline coach, get in touch with them, dive in, and I welcome you guys. I welcome everybody. This is amazing, positive people, great environment, and yes, we're always happy and we're always vacationing. So join us. It'll be really exciting. Okay, so bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a great night.
Bye.